thank you all very, very much, and I am proudly standing before you now as the Republican nominee for our congressional district, so thank you. Thank you. I wanted to do something a little different with these remarks, because to me, the reason why we're standing here today is because of the movement that all of us created across our district. So I'd love just to walk you through kind of how this movement came to be. But before we begin, as each and every one of us knows, when we celebrate an accomplishment, for those of us who have that faith, I think we should thank the Father above for putting us here tonight, enabling us to be here. Thank you, God. Thank you. And as Billy noted, I had a chance to talk to, frankly, the reason politically that I'm here. My former boss, for whom I worked for 8 years, the 45th and 47th President of the United States. He's the reason we're here. Thank you very much, Mr. President. He just had a rally in Wisconsin, and I think it's fair to say, and for the media, it's fair to know that the power of the Trump endorsement is alive and well. So thank you very much, sir. But, you know, each and every one of us that runs a business, has run a campaign before, you know, it all starts with your staff. So I want to acknowledge everybody that was a part of this campaign on the staff level. We first start with Billy, Kieran, Preston, Brandon, Bobby, Charles, Eamon, Lauren, I think Stefan and Jason are here, and Debbie. I don't know where Debbie is, but thank you all very, very much for everything. You don't do it here without y'all. I also want to take a moment because obviously in Georgia we have runoff elections, and we all know that they can be spirited, hard-fought races, but when you go through that first round, things start to reassemble if you go into a runoff. And I had the privilege of spending about 10 hours after the runoff with an incredible man whose wife has been truly amazing on this campaign as well, but I think we all owe a round of applause to Senator Mike Crane and Tracy. Also would be remiss if we didn't acknowledge two other folks who endorsed my campaign in the runoff who are not here, but certainly watching, Philip Singleton and Ray Blair. Want to thank you all very much. I think there's... Jim, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you. And I also want to thank, I had a chance to speak to Senator Dugan just a little bit ago. I want to thank him and his wife, Missy, for their service, not just to our state, but our country. I think they owe a round of applause for themselves. Thank you. So now the fun part, and for the candidates, y'all know, especially those of us that have been crisscrossing the district over the past few months, that the real power within this congressional district rests with the Republican women of this congressional district. So I want to... I want to start kind of walking through how this campaign came to be. And obviously it starts here in Peachtree City. You've heard my story over and over again from Peachtree City, went to Woodward, first job at Peachtree City Hall. So I'd first like to start though, because when you serve in a state legislative body, it's sometimes difficult to endorse against folks or endorse folks that are running against somebody with whom you previously served. But again, if you look at the Senate districts and how we did, I think we all owe a measure of gratitude to Senator Marty Harbin, a fellow Woodward graduate. Thank you very much for everything. Thank you, Senator. I mentioned Mayor Logston, my first boss. Thank you for being here. Mayor Fleisch, I think you're here as well. Thank you very much for being here. Chairwoman Kilgore, past chairs Ogino and Chairman Jones, and the door knockers of Fayette County. Linda, Nance, Claudia, Suzanne, thank you all very, very much. That's where the power rests. But as Fayette County goes, we got 70% in Fayette County, which is, I think, a record, and I want to applaud you all for that. But as Fayette County goes, so too does Coweta. So I want to thank Commissioner Bob Blackburn and Chairwoman Frost and the Frost family. Thank you for helping me get over the finish line. Thank you. But you know, as a candidate, as you travel across the district, you start to feel comfortable in certain areas. You start to feel momentum. And to me, the further east you go, the stronger it is. You know, from your district, Senator Harbin. Pike County really came through. We had 74% in Pike. I want to thank John and Holly Ali, Chairman Proctor, thank you all very, very much. Charles Mobley is here, thank you. In Lamar County, I think Beth Pierce is here. In Lamar, if y'all didn't know the power of Lamar County, there was a county commissioner who was an incumbent who lost 88-12 because Chairwoman Pierce and the whole crew came out to support Truman. I did not have those numbers, but I want to thank Chairwoman Pierce, Commissioner Gillis. Thank you all very, very much. I had a chance to bring Dr. Ben Carson down, and we ended our GOTV tour on Thursday in Upson County. So I want to thank Chairwoman Pierce, Todd, I think we've got Mayor Stallings, the future First Lady of Thomaston. Thank you all very much. Upson County came through. And then Spalding County, when you talk about the plus counties, Pike, Lamar, Upson, Spalding County came through as well. Mayor Holberg is here, the mayor of Griffin, Woodward Academy graduate. And then we've got Mary and the incredible Republican women of Spalding County. Thank you. Thank you. Before this campaign began, and I promise this is not an FEC violation, but I started seeing t-shirts pop up that said Brian Jack for Congress. I did not manufacture them, y'all manufactured them, and I am so grateful for them. It showed that grassroots support that we surely needed. And I also want to thank Chairwoman Cobb, as well as Dave Lamb. Spalding County came in big, and the eastern part of the district represented strong tonight. The movement is alive and well. As you go further south, you've got Meriwether County, Commissioner Threadgill, I know, and Troup County. I want to thank Max Kirby for doing everything to really help us get out the vote. Thank you, Max, the Jones family, Jamie, Mayor Ayers, and I've got to put a plug in for the city of Hogansville. That city is alive and well. Great place to be. Harris County, just a little further south. I want to acknowledge, I think Jen's in the room. So Jen is somebody who I first met at the Republican Women of Muskogee Harris Counties. She leaned into my campaign so strongly and really believed from day one. And I know it wasn't easy. I started off very low in the polls, but I want to thank Jen, Amy Hatfield, and the Republican Women of Muskogee Harris Counties. Thank you so much. Thank you. Muskogee County, I don't know how John Anker did. Hopefully did okay, but I do want to acknowledge Muskogee County. The first state representative to endorse me, Carmen Rice, who used to be the president of, yep, absolutely, Joseph Brannon, Alton Russell, Tripp Amos. Thank you all very much. And as we go west, just to round this out, Heard County, which gave the largest margin for President Trump in 2020. I want to thank Commissioner Lee Boone and Sheriff Ross Henry. Thank you all very, very much for being here. Thank you. The first county to come in, and I could tell you I was on edge all day because you don't know how it's going to end up. The first county to come in was Douglas County, and I want to acknowledge the Republican women of Douglas County, Linda, Lynn. Chairman Jones is here. Thank you, Chairman Jones, for everything. Tyler, thank you, my friend. Thank you all for being here. And then we are still waiting, though the Associated Press called the race, I think you can see we're still waiting on Carroll County to come in. But I want to acknowledge and thank Chairman Rick Tillman, the Stone and Austin families. Thank you all very much from Carroll County. We went 14 for 15 in the first round. We're 14 of 14 right now, so we'll see how Carroll comes in just a little bit. But over the last week, you've gotten a chance to see, and I've been fortunate enough to leverage some of the relationships I have, more than welcome to bring through our district some of the great America First leaders that we all admire and respect. On Monday, I want to acknowledge and thank Jim Jordan, Congressman Mike Collins, Congressman Burgess Owens, and Senator Crane for coming across the district with me on Monday. On Tuesday, we did a tele-rally. Your phones will stop ringing over and over again, so I promise you that. But we did a tele-rally with Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones, our Agriculture Commissioner Tyler Harper. Very grateful for them. And our former Speaker of the House and former Congressman from this district, Newt Gingrich, really leaned in, and I'm grateful for him. Thank you. And then on Thursday, I think we were all treated to truly a wonderful man, somebody who I certainly think has great future ahead for our country. But Dr. Ben Carson, I think we all owe a round of applause for him. An incredible man. Campaigned with Senator Crane and I all day Thursday. Grateful for that. And then, of course, I'd be remiss without acknowledging my family, because without your family, you cannot accomplish much. I want to acknowledge my mom. Thank you for believing in me. My dad, who's watching from TV, y'all may know, my dad went through a health issue. And I want to say something about the candidates in this race. Senator Crane, Philip, Jim, you all reached out that night and offered, it was right before the debate, offered some really kind well wishes. My dad's doing well. I know he's watching at home with my 100-year-old grandmother, who is so excited about tonight. So thank you all very much. I want to thank, too, Alex, Emily. You all have been there for me the entire way. And you know all of the trials and tribulations as this thing unfolded. I cannot do it without the people that are closest to you in life. So I want to thank you all very much. Thank you. So where do we go from here? I just, again, I view this campaign, and I think Senator Crane echoed this throughout the race. We have a chance in this election. We have a chance going forward. We had a chance in the primary to develop a new relationship with a new member of Congress. And in me, you're going to find somebody who I've said over and over and over strives to hold myself accountable to the people in this room. I've said it before. I will say it again on camera over and over, that if I'm applauded in this room, not Washington, D.C., if I'm applauded in this room when elected to Congress, I know I will have done my job well, and I'm proud to say that. Accountability is everything, so I want actions to speak louder than words. As the now Republican nominee for Congress, I want to go across every one of our 15 counties and start holding town halls before potentially getting to Congress. But I've told y'all before, we should do town halls over and over again. It enables you, the citizens of our district, to hold me accountable. Let's use the next couple months to build our movement, grow our party, and create some ideas as a community, as a group. What do you want to see from me as your next member of Congress? What can I do on day one to be as effective as possible? That's what I want to do. I want you all to hold me accountable. Just like you'd hold Commissioner Dutton accountable in Spalding County, you're going to hold me accountable. So thank you all very much for that. Another thing that I think is reflective of kind of the campaign that I wanted to run, and I hope it's reflective of my character. I tried to run as positive of a campaign as you possibly could, and it was difficult at times because every day I'm waking up, I'm getting negative things. I know my mom doesn't like seeing that negative stuff come through, but I say that because at the end of the day, if you feel like you've got a movement, if you work hard to build a team and build a community, it really makes a difference and makes an impact. And at the same time, too, how you react when you're tried and under stress and under pressure, I think defines you as a person. I am so proud to have run such a positive campaign, and I'm so proud that the citizens of our district delivered a 30-point win tonight in respect of that campaign. So thank you all very much.